Hello, my name is Cassidy Fowler and I am the registered dietitian with Food as Medicine program through HealthLinc. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about portion control, specifically portion distortion. So what does this term even mean? Portion control, portion distortion. So portion distortion is kind of the assumption that we eat with our eyes, right? We walk up to a buffet, we load up our plate, we go to sit down and we can only eat maybe half of the plate. So in this scenario, our eyes are bigger than our bellies. It's important to note that with portion control that we maintain proper portion sizes so we don't eat excessive amount of calories, fat, carbohydrates, or salt. So in front of me, as you can see, I have a variety of food demonstrations on a correct serving size of items. Starting with this side, we're working with vegetables. Then we kind of move into our starchy vegetables, our protein. I have a little bit more starch on this side, and our fruits and kind of breakfast items. So I want to kind of talk about a little bit about each one of them. So a serving size of vegetables or fruit is 1 cup, which is also the size of your fist. Now I understand that everybody's fists are different sizes. It's just a general rule of thumb so you can kind of eyeball when you're away from your kitchen on how much is 1 cup serving. So as you see here in front of green beans, 1 cup, carrots, 1 cup, as well as our pasta is 1 cup. Now moving into another subcategory, which is grains. I know I already mentioned pasta, but our brown rice is only 1/2 cup serving, which is typically about a scooped cupped handful. This can also be demonstrated as like the front of your fist, but that's kind of, hard to tell. So I like the cup version instead. So we want to have a cup version, 1/2 of brown rice, or our starchy vegetables, which could be our peas or our potatoes. So with the potato, I want to know as well the serving size of butter. So this is a serving size of butter, which should be about the tip of your thumb. It is important to note that with butter, it's easy to add excessive amounts to make our palate more acceptable. Our brain naturally likes salt and fat, so when we're eating potatoes, we always want to keep adding butter, but it is really important to note that this is only the serving size. Okay, moving into our protein. So our protein, it can be fish, chicken, beef, or even beans or nuts. So for this, it's important to note that it fits in the palm of your hand. So this is a 3-ounce serving size of meat, as well as the patty. And the fish, as it's longer, so if this were to be cut in half, it's still the size of my hand, right? And then as well as our beans. Okay, so now that I've kind of talked about fruits, vegetables, and protein, I want to move into the fruit. So with fruit, it's very important to maintain our proper portions as well, so we don't eat an excessive amount of carbohydrates. So as you see here, here's a wedge of cantaloupe, which is a 1 cup serving, a small apple, also 1 cup, about the size of somebody's fist, and then my favorite to talk about is a banana. So with bananas, they all come in different sizes in the grocery store, and we want to stay around 4 inches. I have a cup of strawberries in front of me as well, which is also 1 cup serving. Now to kind of touch on breakfast foods, I have the serving size of a pancake here, which is also about the size of my hand. Now if you've been to any kind of restaurants, you know that thing comes as big as the size of your plate, so it's important to note that you're having an excessive amount of carbohydrates at this serving and to be mindful on the rest of our choices for that meal. What do I mean by that? I mean as far as having extra carbohydrates, which is apple juice, or even milk. Now, some non-carbohydrate drink choices that you could have with breakfast, the general is always water. You could do flavored water, as well as sugar-free lemonade or unsweetened iced tea. Now, with a bowl of Cheerios here, this is important to go back to reading our nutrition facts label. So part of that portion distortion is to kind of get used to what does a standard serving size look like with our fruits and vegetables, reading nutrition facts label, as well as pouring something out of its package into a bowl or onto a plate. And this could be your cereal, this could be your potato chips, ice cream, anything that you would eat out of the package sometimes. As well as maintaining consciousness that we're building our healthy plate, right? We want to include our protein, we want to include a grain choice, as well as fruits and vegetables. Maintaining, having a variety of things in our diet is also important to maximize the amount of nutrition benefits that we're going to get from having a variety of fruits and vegetables. Now, I've talked a lot about portion control, a little bit about nutrition facts label reading, and how to build a healthy plate. But all this ties into as well as exercise. So maintaining an active lifestyle and maintaining your stress and sleep levels are also important.